Charles Allen's with us. Really excited to talk to him.
He is the CEO, chairman of the board, BTCS Incorporated, ticker symbol BTCS. Very busy man, but it's always great to have him back here on the Big Biz Show. Charles, how are you, my friend?
There we go. Okay, now we got him. Charles, I got a question for you, because I know that we're short on time today, but we had such a great conversation just recently. Can you talk to us about the Clarity Act again? Can you walk us through and why this is so important? Because this is a big deal.
It's a huge deal. I mean, it basically, it matters because you're not going to have institutions allocate capital with a regulatory fog, right? So if we don't get this through, large institutions are going to sit on the sidelines because a change in administration could mean a change in, the rules of the game. And why it's important is it's going to differentiate between, when an asset's a commodity, when it's a security, and how that's divided between the SEC and the CFTC, to name that's kind of the high level view. And so where we are today is obviously, if you've heard Trump wanted to get this done July 4th, that's not going to happen. The can's been kicked. The next big catalyst is July 17th. There's a meeting in New York where that will kind of decide, what happens next. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see, and hopefully, our elected representatives are able to push this forward and keep, meaningful innovation in the U.S. instead of forcing it offshore.
Charles, what does it really do to the industry? I mean, let's just put a crystal ball out there and be positive in terms of, or be optimistic. I'm going to be optimistic about this because I think this is going to be a big, big turn. If everything goes the way we all hope it goes, what does it really mean to the industry? Because I think it's very, very significant, much more than people I think actually realize.
I think it's huge, right? I think it impacts Ethereum much more than Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's just a, digital gold, a kind of a store of asset, while Ethereum is a, productive asset and allows for, the infrastructure of financial institutions to be able to be built on top of it, and that's really, amazing. That foundational infrastructure changing from legacy systems to blockchain technology, but it can't really happen if large institutions are worried that at the next election cycle the rules of the game are going to change and they're going to lose all their money because they invested and built on this technology. So hopefully it will drive the price of cryptos, but I think it's beyond just the price of various tokens. Even if it does benefit Ethereum more than Bitcoin, it's going to, most people aren't knowledgeable on what's actually going on behind the scenes. So I think it could be a huge catalyst for crypto in general, ripping, Bitcoin doing really well. Ethereum, I think, will be the fundamental beneficiary of the legislation aside from the price. And so,
Charles, real quick, I know you're short on time here, so real quickly, what for Johnny Lunchbucket, Cindy's CEO, the people that are not in this space, will this affect the way people do business in terms of finances and transactions in the future, and even in a better way?
I don't know if it'll be readily noticeable to people that how their transactions move and what they can do changes. But I mean, if you imagine a world now, we have Cash App, we have PayPal, we have Venmo.
Right.
That's one way to move money. All of a sudden, if you could move the title to your car instantaneously to somebody else, if you could move the title to your house instantaneously to somebody else, and if institutions build, I think.
How about just get a fire insurance certificate immediately for your mortgage lender? I'll take that for the day.
Well, they have your title, right? They already do this. If you have a mortgage, like your mortgage company may change 4 times over in the course of a 20-year loan. Like, they sell that stuff all the time. I don't know what the paperwork involved in that is.
Hey man, thank you, bud. I know you were tight on time today, and we'll be talking much more in the future here. Lots of exciting stuff happening with BTCS.
CEO, chairman of the board, BTCS Incorporated. BTCS is the ticker symbol.